Hey, Merry Christmas. Welcome back. Just a quick update to today, just on some exhausting work I've been doing. As most of you probably are over the Christmas New Year period, you get pretty exhausted with doing things. So we got at Garage 80, we got exhausted. And this is what we've replaced, is stock exhaust system. Come off. Which was a stock one with two mufflers, been replaced at some point. It's actually in half decent condition, and I've put on a 2.5 inch redback branded exhaust system, and I'll run you through quickly what was involved in doing that. Pretty straightforward job if you wanted to tackle it yourselves at home, and that and the engineering in those redback exhausts, despite them being well priced, is actually really pretty good. For, you know, it's not what you necessarily go for if you're after 100% performance, etc., but to just give it a bit better sound and make sure everything under there's new, neat and tidy, it'll do the job nicely. So first of all, getting the old exhaust off, got I think it was 4 bolts altogether, and then a few hangers, just rubber mount hangers, and that's it, and that'll get your exhaust out. And then pretty much the same deal to put it back in, although the redback system mounts slightly differently. So I replaced all the rubbers and mounts on mine just because the existing ones are a bit old, but if your existing ones are decent, you can probably just reuse them. So on the back here, got 2 of these rubber hangers that just slide off of there and mount up to the underside of the ute. So as you can see in that one, that's pretty badly cracked up, hence why I just replaced mine. Sitting on top of that is another rubber mount, sorry, goes up that way, sits on top of that just to stop it from bashing up against the bottom of the body of the ute. Hot tip for you, when you're putting it back together, take that one out, because then it gives you more leeway to push the exhaust right back up and get these hangers on a bit easier, and then put that rubber mount back in after, which just pinches in, and you can use a flat-headed screwdriver just to push the lip under. Moving forward, just around the diff area, you've got 2 bolts there that undo. It's a 17mm head and a 15mm nut, which is those 2 there. And then on that middle muffler, I can't remember which sides these were on, but I had one black rubber hanger which has 4 holes in it. I think that was on the passenger side, and then a red, which I believe was high heat ones, on the inside of it. And then up the front where it connects to the cat is 2 17mm bolts that just go through this flange and bolt up to the cat converter, and inside that use a gasket of some sort. And if you really want to replace all the mounts and rubbers like I did, there's the front of the Y pipe in front of the cat is 2 more of the high heat mufflers. Anyway, I'll get underneath and show you guys what's under there, and then we'll do a cold start so you can hear what it sounds like as well. So starting up the front of the system, you can see the standard Y pipes there, and just in front of that you can see, hopefully make out the 2 new red mounts that we've put on. Then moving back along that at the back of the cat, that's those 17mm bolts with the springs on them, and can't quite get my camera around the other side maybe, but there's another bolt on the other side that just bolts that flange in. The exhaust kit comes with the new gasket that goes in between that as well. And then this exhaust here, redback, make a few different options. Apologies for the camera while I just slide around a bit here. But I got one just with a hot dog muffler in the middle there, and the rest is just straight pipe with, I believe, Mandrel bends in this one. Yeah, it is Mandrel bends. And there's another one of these hangers, and if I get my camera angle right, you can see the other hanger just hanging on up there. And in here near the diff, this one mounts slightly differently, just with a clamp around the 2 hoses, and they're 2 12mm nuts on that clamp, and tighten them up, and that sticks it all together. And if I can slide myself around, apologies again for the camera angle, but you can see just the tip of the exhaust there, and hopefully you can see just the rubber hangers holding up there, and up above that is that rubber mount that stops it hitting the body as well. So I think, if my memory's right, Redback make a few different variations of this. They also supply different types of tips, probably headers no doubt, and caps and new Y pipes, etc. But I think this exhaust was roughly about $250 odd for an off-the-shelf system. I was actually really impressed with it. All fit really nicely, super easy to put together. And we'll get up from under the car and I'll start it up and you can have a listen. Well, rookie mistake, just recorded a whole section without hitting the record button. So let's try again. Hopefully you heard that exhaust, and for $250 you're hopefully on board with me. That's a money well spent. And if you've been thinking about the Redback exhaust system, I know they get bagged a little bit online, but from my experience with it, I've been really happy with it. It's super well engineered, fits nicely. If I was using this car on the street all the time, I'd probably swap out that hot dog muffler for the full size or bigger muffler in there just to stop some of the droning. But for what I want this car for, that'll suit fine. While we're under here, I just wanted to quickly show you that rear mount. So the center one there, which stops the exhaust mount from hitting the body, and these two rubber bits. When you mount it up, what I was saying is take that one out in the center, because that lets you push the exhaust up higher, so you can get these stretched out and on a bit easier without taking that center rubber out. You'll be swearing and creating new words that you probably don't want to be saying. So, but while we're under here, I'll just give you a couple of quick little updates as well. You might have noticed the red sway bar. So it's nothing fancy, that's just the stock sway bar, just painted red with some Nolithane bushes and painted the mount silver just to neaten it up. I've got some new sway bar links with Nolithane bushes up there as well. They're not fully done up yet because I'll wait till I've got the car on the ground to tighten everything up. The up here, if the camera angle gets it, it's pretty hard to see. There we go, that's better. That's the adjustable upper control arms as well. So they let you adjust the diff angle, and my upper control arms are completely stuffed, which was the main reason for changing them, and these were only a little bit more expensive than stock ones, and they got Nolithane bushes in them as well, so I thought why not. I think I've shown you the adjustable panhard rod previously, but if not, there it is. And that was just an eBay special, that one. The drive shaft was rebuilt, painted black. That's how you know they're rebuilt, and that. So it's got a centre bearing, new centre bearing, and new uni joint in it. And so the next thing I've got to get stuck into is just I bought new braided brake lines for it and fitted those, but they don't 100% fit properly. So I just need to do a little bit of modification on the brackets here, so I can get them to fit neatly. Can't see it as well on that side, but they just don't slot in firm, so just need to grind out a little bit of the metal to get them to fit. Once we've done that, I'll put the springs back in it and put some wheels on it, and then we'll start on the front of the car, start doing the suspension and brakes on the front end as well, and hopefully we'll make some good progress early in the new year. Thanks again for tuning in. Keep watching. I'm planning a giveaway in the upcoming episodes of another little project that I'm working on, which I'm sure some of you will be interested in, a little remote control drift truck. We're going to brand it up as Garage 80 and do that as a giveaway. So subscribe, keep watching, and keep a lookout for that in the new year. Cheers, take care.